Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about making and selling candles. And here we have another Make Candles with Me video where we just hang out, watch some footage of me making candles from the very beginning. And I am just going to be making some candles in my matte black tins. Now I get these from California Candle Supply and I absolutely love them. I feel like they're such a perfect size and they can be so versatile with different things that you want to create, like custom candles, or, I think some people use them as travel candles. But what I'm basically just doing is taking some rubbing alcohol and wiping down the bottom. And that's just so when I'm sticking them with the wick stickers and the wicks, that it actually holds onto it. Because I had found out in the past when I would make candles that if I didn't wipe down the bottom with alcohol first to make sure that it was a completely clean surface, then any kind of dust or anything would make it to where the wick stickers would not actually stick. So by doing it this way, it just kind of ensures that the wicks will actually stick to the bottom of them. And then these are Eco 1 wicks. So I use 2 in these tins. And just so you guys know, I've actually been doing some different wax blends. I know that throughout the course of me making videos here on YouTube, I've done so many different kinds of wax blends, starting off with just soy 10, then I was blending in a little bit of TW30, and now I'm doing half and half TW30, and now I'm trying to add in a little bit of beeswax because I am convinced that these waxes, the formulas of them, the wicks, whatever it is, something is changing on me because I feel like I've been doing the same thing, but I just have felt like it's burning faster than it usually has before in the past. So I'm trying to just add in a little bit of beeswax. I thought about adding in some of the, what is that powder called? It is called stearic acid. However, I have been doing the research that I've done on it has basically told me that it's not going to do what I think it's going to do in terms of making the candle burn slower. So, and I didn't want to try to mess with any of the other chemical, formulation of everything. Because if they are changing things quite frequently, I don't want to change it up too much. So I figured that just blending in some beeswax, which has a much higher melt point, would kind of help me out a little bit. So I have been doing that. I've been playing around between 5 and 10%, and still doing the, the same amount 50-50 for the soy 10 and the TW30. So that is just kind of an update on waxes right now, wax blends. I definitely need to do a whole video on that. I need to do a video on testing. It just, for me personally, I just know that I've been all over the place with changing things up. And I know that when I make videos on it, a lot of people will, be like, okay, well then I'll do the same thing. And I just want to, just kind of get a grip on what I'm doing and my own testing before I share a video on it. So I am also right here using some custom wick holders that I get from an Etsy shop. I like to mention that Etsy shop as much as I can whenever I use these because I do love them. Now these new ones that he sent me that are the completely round ones, not just the half ones, they're okay. They definitely work. They're so much easier to get on. I think it's just taking them off. It can kind of move the wick around a little bit too much. So I still like the half ones better, but these are still really, really nice to have because it's so much easier than using anything else, especially when you're trying to double wick something. If you guys have ever tried to double wick with like a clothespin or even my cotter pins. I was using cotter pins for the longest time, but those tend to stretch out so much. So these half ones and even the full ones too, I just like using them so much more. Also, I have been slightly decreasing the amount of fragrance oil that I'm using in my candles because I feel like it's not as necessary. So I'm just constantly, again, trying to evolve, grow, change, test and try to figure out exactly what is going to work best for my candles. But in today's little podcast style video, I did want to bring up a topic of discussion and just kind of tell you guys a little bit of a story time, I guess, in a way, and kind of what happened a week ago. So a week ago, I had received a comment on one of my videos. And that comment basically had told me that they had joined a couple of the Facebook groups for candle making, and they had basically had seen that a lot of people were doing things, as they quote, illegally. And because they mentioned that they watch my channel, they came back to my channel and essentially blamed me that I am responsible for everybody else running their businesses illegally. So I have to be honest with you guys. I have grown a lot with my YouTube channel. I came from a family where, I had a really, really good childhood. It was pretty sheltered in the sense of I didn't have to deal with a lot of, trauma or a lot of, loss in my life. There was a lot of good that I had in my life when I was growing up. And, I was really never yelled at. I was a pretty good kid and I'm very sensitive. And so putting myself out there online has been a huge struggle for me emotionally. And it's taken me a long time to really just not care what anybody says. However, every so often, there's a comment or something that really hits me really deep. And this was that comment for me. I couldn't get over it. I got really frustrated because I felt like they were a little misinformed on who I am and what I share on my channel. Because I'm thinking in my head, I am not telling people to go and run their businesses illegally. In fact, I try my best to bring up in videos that are relevant to tell you guys, make sure you're getting in contact with local business attorneys, local CPAs, make sure that you're looking into any licensing or business insurance or whatever it is that you specifically need for your business. So I was really confused, and as they say online, don't try to feed into people that are negative. Don't respond to comments like that. But in a comment like this, I really did feel like it was necessary because I wanted to know what was going on. I wanted to know why they had said that and what people are saying. And, please tell me, what am I saying that is telling people to run their businesses illegally? So I think I just wrote back to them and I said something like, I understand your frustration. Can you please let me know what I've said, or please point out, anything to what I've said that is insinuating for people to run their businesses illegally, because she had basically said that I'm leading people to do illegal things with their businesses. So she hadn't responded for a little while. I think it was actually the next day she responded, or the day after, I can't remember. And I wish I still had it, but I actually don't have it because she ended up deleting her comment. But she responded with this long paragraph basically telling me that people are using 19% fragrance oil. They're not putting warning stickers at the bottom of their candles, and they're putting regular glitter in their candles. And all of these people are mentioning that they watch my channel. So it's completely irresponsible of me. And you guys, for those of you that have been around for any length of time, you guys know I would never recommend any of this. I never talk about it. I don't even think I've mentioned putting glitter in candles before. And you guys know I am like very, very intense with my formulas and making sure you're not using too much fragrance oil, making sure you're knowing exactly how much you're putting into it. And also the warning labels. That one kind of was funny to me because I sell the templates on my second Etsy shop. I actually sell proper warning label templates that you can edit to make sure that you are abiding by the labeling guidelines with putting your city, state, zip code, manufactured by, and then your brand name, all of that. So I always like to try to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. And again, I'm still learning. I try to mention in all of my videos that I am not an expert in any way. I'm just like you guys. The only difference is that I am sharing everything online. I'm sharing my struggles and my ups and downs and mistakes that I'm making with you guys along the way. So just imagine yourself from the beginning to the end, just how much you've grown and changed since then, and how different it is as you grow throughout the process of candle making and starting your business. So I was frustrated at the comment, but once I got that comment back, I was like, okay, I have a feeling that this is probably what happened. She's probably joining some Facebook groups. She's seen people that are either just, doing it for a hobby, or they're getting started right away and they're really just, they don't know where to buy wax or exactly how the process works, and they're just sharing it on the Facebook groups. And people have watched my videos and they've made, maybe a couple comments, and she probably just thought that I am directing people to make their candles this way because she's seen this and then she's hearing my name or whatever, which is funny because in the Facebook groups that I'm in, I don't see my name brought up very often. I even tried to search it and see if people are constantly bringing it up, but I can't find anything. So I don't know. I was frustrated enough to actually spend the day recording a video for you guys, just kind of being direct with telling you guys that I hope everybody knows that I am not responsible for what anybody else does with their businesses. Just like any other content creator that's making videos about candle making, nobody is responsible for what anybody else chooses to do with their business. You can only just share your information, share what you're doing, but I am not responsible if somebody else chooses to not follow what I'm saying or to do something completely different. I have absolutely no control over it. I do understand though that as somebody who's online, as somebody who is a YouTube content creator making, videos, sharing information, I understand the influence that I have in my videos. So I understand the responsibility that I have as an individual to make sure that I'm giving out as accurate of information as possible. And of course that comes with just sharing my journey and showing the process and constantly just trying to reiterate that I am not a professional. Please do your own testing and make sure that you are looking into things other than my videos. Don't just take my videos and, build your business just from what I'm saying. Make sure that you're researching so many other people's videos. Make sure you're researching the laws for your local city or your local state. There's so much more information out there than just my videos, and I'm fully aware of that, and I hope you guys know that I always recommend for you guys to do more research than just watching my videos. But I just kind of wanted to throw that out there, that I know that I do have a responsibility. However, I just wanted to make it known and make it, make everybody aware that I know that I'm not responsible for anybody else and how they choose to run their business. And that's kind of what I took from that comment, is that she was telling me that I am essentially responsible for everybody else putting glitter in their candles, doing 19% fragrance oil, and not putting warning labels on their candles. Which just seems, a little ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. And what I did was, I had received her second reply and I responded back to it. And all I did was I just, kind of informed her, because I had a feeling that maybe she hadn't watched my channel before and that she had only clicked on my newest video to leave that comment on. So what I did was I just, let her know everything. I said, I make so many videos on the legal side of things. I sell the warning templates so that people are able to use that on their candles. I've made so many math videos explaining, how to do a proper formula, how to know how much wax and how much fragrance oil. That way you aren't adding too much fragrance oil in, because most people are adding too much and they just don't know. So I try my best to do as many videos so that people understand, the actual process and the math and science that goes behind candle making. And, I try my best to explain things in the best way that I can. I've never talked about glitter before. I think I made that its own little paragraph reply. But at the end I said, if I have mentioned any of these things, if I've made any comments or made any videos before where I am insinuating people to do things illegally or do things the wrong way, or, make dangerous candles or whatever it is, please let me know. Just point out the videos and I will take it down, because that is never my intention. And to be honest, you guys, I do actually want to look back on some of my older videos, because I'm sure there's some information in there that I don't agree with anymore. And that is definitely one of the negative parts about documenting your process of learning a new craft and starting a business is that my older videos, some of the information that I talk about in there might not be relevant now. I've definitely changed up some of the supplies that I use. So, I kind of want to look back on my videos. As hard as that is, guys, it's hard to look back and watch your own videos because I don't know, it's kind of cringy. There's one time I actually wanted to do some reaction videos and just throw something completely different on this channel, if you guys would be interested in watching it, of me just reacting to some of my old videos. Maybe my first how to make soy candles video, because that video was a disaster. I filmed it on my balcony and you can hear, the outside sounds and stuff like that. And I feel like there's probably a couple things I said in there that wasn't accurate, but I was dressed up for work, and I needed to go to work in probably about, an hour, and I needed to just film a video real fast because that's what I did when I was working at my regular job. I would just, get ready, and then whatever clothes I was going to be working in, I'd film my video, and then I would go to work and I'd come home and I'd edit it. It was a whole process of that. But let me know, you guys, if you want to see any reaction videos, because there's also a couple other videos that I would be interested in reacting to, other people's videos. My sister sent me a video one time, a long time ago, of a YouTuber making a candle, and it was, oh my gosh, it was awful. It was terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video, because I did make a YouTube video on it that day. I actually spent the whole day thinking about it, which is crazy. You're letting somebody else that you have no idea who they are, and you're letting them completely disrupt your day, ruin your day. They're just stuck in your head of whatever they're saying. And I hate that. I hate when I get like that and I let a comment just completely take me down. And for this day, it really helped to actually film a video. And I actually refilmed it. Get this, you guys. I filmed a video 3 separate times. I had to refilm it because I didn't like the way it turned out. And I got it all ready to post. And right before I posted it, I decided not to post it. And I never did. I just deleted it. And you guys never saw it because it almost felt better for me to just get that out, like therapy, of just explaining how I felt in that situation. And that was it. That was all I needed. And I knew that, I wanted some time to process it. And I knew probably on my next podcast style video that I would talk to you guys about it, because it's still on my mind a little bit. And I added a disclaimer to the top of my most recent videos because she had made a comment saying that I need to put a disclaimer before all of my videos, letting everybody know that they have to do they have to research the legal side before they get started with this. And I was going to start putting a disclaimer, a little pop-up or whatever at the beginning of all of my videos, but I just wanted to put it in the description because, again, I'm just here to share some information. I want everybody to learn from me and, enjoy my videos, but also enjoy other people's videos and read more information and talk to more people who have been in it way longer than I have, because I really have not been doing this for that long. But I really enjoy the process of teaching, and I think that that's what keeps me going with making videos, because there are so many times where I'm like, gosh, I need to do this, or I need to make candles, or I have to clean things up because it's a mess, and then I'm recording a video, or there's so much that goes involved in here that's also doing a YouTube channel and trying to do my business at the same time. So it's a lot, but I think that the joy that I get from receiving the feedback from people who really, really appreciate it makes it all worth it, because as much as, the negative comments affect me more, which sucks because I feel like negativity, you can hear so many positive things, but the minute you hear something negative, I don't know what it is. It's just something in you. It just affects you. If you make like dinner or something and 99 people love it, but there's one person who is just like, God, that was disgusting. You're only focusing on that one person where everybody else loved it, but your focus is on the negativity because it hits you harder. It hits you in a way that you can't even explain. But I mean, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better with not letting it affect me. I really have gotten so much better from when I started my channel even. So I'm proud of myself about that. But I know that I still have a little bit of a ways to go because there are times where I get a comment and I'm like, gosh, why do you have to say that? You know, there's many times where I watch somebody's channel and either I don't like something about it or something that bothers me. You know what I do? I just don't watch it. I don't understand the thinking of I have to comment. I have to tell them what I'm thinking. Nobody cares. Like, why can't you just keep your negativity to yourself? It's just something I will never understand. But, you know, that's part of being online. You just kind of have to deal with it. It's just one of those things that I can't get away from it. You know, sometimes it makes me feel, I gotta be honest, sometimes there have been days where I'm like, I'm just shutting down my channel. I don't want to be on social media at all because of some things that people say. But then I get over it and then I'm back to being like, you know what? I can't think about what everybody else is saying. I can't dictate my life on worrying about what people are going to think about what I'm doing, what I'm saying, what I'm, you know, putting out there into the world. I just got to do what makes me happy because otherwise it's going to keep me inside of a box and I can't be kept inside of a box because I have so many things that I want to do, so many other goals that I want to achieve this year that scares me on what people are going to say, but I can't stop myself from doing it because I will never grow and I'll never continue doing what I love to do. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. Thank you for watching today's video, you guys, and listening to me get this out because it really does kind of get to me sometimes when I hold it all in. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.